All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome. We're playing more post-ban standard. Lots of decks out there, honestly, and I'm trying out some decks that did well on Magic Online in the leagues, and kind of a cool one here, Dimir, and it's not Dimir Reanimator, just Dimir. And we tried Dimir Reanimator. That was kind of a thing before the Pro Tour, with like the 2-3 event like Lutzicard, Invasion of Amonkhet, and so on and so forth. But the reality was that like just not playing Fable in your Reanimator was pretty silly. So. But this is kind of like a remnant of those decks, even though it's not playing the full Reanimator plan. It's playing a few Invasion of Amonkhet, which is a really good card, honestly. Just ETB, 2 for 1, and then you have this thing in play where you can get some bigger stuff back, which is cool. And then, of course, Sheoldred. Also playing Hidetsu and Kari, but not playing the combo with it, with a Breach the Multiverse or the 10 damage Singularity spell. So it's just a straight-up Dimir mid-range deck. Just playing good cards, 4 Flesh Gorger, for Underdog. Underdog's back.
Our hero returned.
Not a card seen a lot of play lately. And then, removal spells, go for the throat, cut down, 4 Trespasser, 4 Sheoldred, the full Sheoldred package. Couple of Shredders, honestly. Not a card you see in Standard very often. Obviously, an extremely powerful card in older formats. A little iffy here, I think. I think you need more 1-mana spells for this card to be good. I think you could play 4 of these and play 4 Consider. Maybe do that, possibly. But we'll try for the list as is and give it a spin. Counter spells on the board is great. Duress on the board is great. Razor Lash, Glistening Deluge. A lot of tools here, honestly. A lot of tools to tackle the metagame. So let's see how it goes and see if it works or not. Dimir mid-range. Let's wait right to the games. But first, we work with our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right. Let's try it out. Sure. I mean, a little iffy, but I think Blot Out is pretty good. Chat. Coming out with me. Flesh Gorger, sure. Sanctum. Okay, so Esper lands, but no legends so far. So it looks like a control deck. Start on Flesh Gorger, I think. Probably our worst creature, so it's gonna get Make Disappeared or whatever. Sure. Just work our way up here. Need to draw a land. A lot of 3s. They miss a land drop. I ain't said. And then we're going to play Trespasser. We could play a Shredder, play on a Make Spear, but I don't think Shredder's going to do anything for a long time. Let's play Trespasser. I think we're just in the Slam Jam part of the game. We have a bunch of good cards in our hands, so. We do have Invasion of Amonkhet, but I think we're just going to exile our card and do some damage. Not actually the best Amonkhet target. It's only a 4/4. So it's not like you reanimate the 7/5. So we go to Knight immediately and they're just screwed. Alright, so they're a control deck missing land drops. That's probably the game. Exile their graveyard. And for 4. Play another Gorger, I think. They'll resolve. Next turn we'll play Invasion and we're not going to try and play around a Wrath a little bit here. If they draw land, sure. Wow, they're playing to populate. Okay. So they're playing to populate maybe in addition to Sunfall, but now we get to play, we can play Shredder and then Invasion and trigger the Shredder. We can just play Sheoldred, we can play Hidetsu. I think I want a Hidetsu here. Just like 3-turn clock with a lot of value also. Can double spell later, I think. Yeah, resolve is now tapped out, so take a little pain. And we're going to put back... Drawing a counterspell is nice. Like Sheoldred, I think. And now we're building up to... we can go Trespasser plus counterspell, which is cool. That's pretty good. Could have Wandering Emperor here. I'm ready to attack into that, though, so we can do that. Attack. No, okay. Play Trespasser. We have a lot of boomers here. I mean... It's nighttime, and we're going to eat out of our graveyard to deal 2. Well worth it. And just say go with the counterspell up. Feels pretty good. End step, Fateful Hour. This is the classic 3-for-1. Oh, value. Oh, the value. All right. Ward and a clue. Firewalker. Resub, thanks so much. They discard Disdainful Stroke? Sure. So you'd say go with the counterspell up and a card draw up. Love it.
Game. Blouses.
The mid-range decks that get to play counterspells are very appealing. All right, so we're bringing our Razor Lashes, our Duresses, our Strokes, our Spell Pierces, and our Insights. We're going to cut all the cutdowns, all the go over the throats. I'm going to cut these Shredders too. I mean, actually, Shredder's pretty good with the Duresses. Probably want to cut some of the bigger cards, actually. It's bad against counterspells. Deck list on the overlay, as always, courtesy of untap.gg. Download for yourself for free. Use my link. Also, ! Deck in chat works too. We gotta cut 5 cards here. Razor Lash. Maybe the Insights aren't good, actually. Hitting their counterspells is pretty sweet. It's card advantage too, but definitely shave a Shoulder too. I'm gonna shave a Kari as well, because these are just like really expensive cards to get exiled. They have exile and kill spells too, probably. Let's get rid of all these, actually. Just go lean and just rely on our counterspells and our Duresses and stuff, and just kind of play like a nice low to the ground game. Couple kill spells for Planeswalkers. Yeah, I like this. Let's do this. Alright, it's on the drop with Duress, 2-drop, 3-drop. Love it. Wow. So we have to Duress or Duress. Cool. It's a good draw. Good draw after the Duress on their part. Alright, so we are going to play a Razor Lash. Yeah, not a lot of non-basics, so Razor Lash pretty good here, of course. Sure.
Something suspicious is going on. For once, it's not my fault.
Scrand the Man! What's up, my friend? Let's hear it for Scrand the Man. Says, I appreciate how you comment on every play action that happens. I'm an Amazon driver. Listen while you're working. Awesome, my friend. Happy to keep you company while you're working. You're keeping me company while I'm working, too. So it's like a, you know, it's a good back and forth arrangement. Trespasser, go. You can discard Underdog to Liliana. Just kind of guess. Don't think Liliana's very good in control decks, honestly, but we'll see how it plays out. GT, first time chatter, what's up? YouTube folks. Hi. How you doing? Get back our Underdog. Jim the podcast. All right, so Wandering Emperor here, definitely possible. We have a counterspell. We have like just the nuts here, honestly. Razor Lash, Underdog, Insight. We should have everything going on. Let's try and kill Liliana. They're gonna Wandering Emperor. We're gonna make the Spirit.
Poor predictable Bart always takes rock. Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Alright, so we're going to make Spear. Even though it would be a nice little 2-for-1 or whatever, they get their Planeswalker too. Oh boy! Oh no! Alright. Yeah, I mean, the mid-range decks of counterspells are very good against the control-y decks, for sure. Round 2, fight. Keeping. Dark Slick Shores all day. Spyro says, I actually work on Diablo's social media team. Glad you're having fun. Awesome, my friend. That's great. Pretty cool. I bought a $28 skin yet? Nope. What spec am I going? I tried, it's about Diablo 4 for my YouTube folks. I tried cold stuff for a little bit. Then I tried lightning stuff. I was like, I'm just going to keep bouncing around trying things. Alright, so should attack for 1 by Trespasser, I guess. We have another control deck here? What is this? Attack for 1. If this gets countered, like, it does hurt a little bit, but we can't, like, not play our card here, so. Playing super casual. It's fun. I don't read anything, I just play. Figure it out. Make freaking disappear. Alright, so unfortunately our hand's a little off here if they're playing control. We have a bunch of kill spells in our hand, which are very useless, and we have no threats. Unlike last match, we had all threats in game 1. March of Otherworldly Light. Yeah, that sucks. Mirix. Shelly. That's bad. Alright.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, just no options really, unfortunately, with a handful of go for the throats, so. Hidetsu and Hikari. I'm just gonna raise dead here. Oh boy, this is ugly. This is an oogly game. Double go for the throat against the control deck. It's alright. Once we sideboard, I think we're like huge favorites, so. As you saw in the last game, it looked pretty good, so. One poison. Flesh Gorger. Maybe Shieldred. If I draw a land, I won't be able to Flesh Gorger plus make spears, so. Reject Imperfection. Counter a spell, then proliferate. Wow. Wow. No proliferate, though. We'll say it's be a cheap spell. Takanuma, sure. Takanuma. Flesh Gorger.
We have technology.
These go for throats look pretty bad. Reject again? Better there than here, right? So, sure. Proliferate. I don't like that. Yeah, I think we're in. I mean, they played Reject on a freaking Flesh Gorger. Whatever, we're in. I gotta make spear, I guess, but... A lot of counter spells so far. Oh, Deluge, sure. Alright. I mean, there's no way to shuffle, so I can't shuffle these go for the throats, but... Oh, with the nuts here. Alright, sure. Alright. One Undie Dog, please. Flashback Deluge. Game's probably over. Like, probably like half the counter it, honestly. What? They're not going to do anything? They're not going to Flashback Deluge or make a Mirix token? What? What are you doing? Pawn, are you crazy? Pawn's crazy. Confirm crazy. So you go. I'm gonna counter it. This makes Spirit ain't get much better with 8 lands in play, so pretty good exchange for us. So you go. We got some doggos now. Try and push through. Main deck temporary lockdown. Kill my own creatures. What do you got? Alright, sure. This is quite the deck here. Double white, double blue, black cards. Hit their own thing. Play Teferi. Make a token. Make a token. No.
Here I am.
Alright, so we get to try and start fighting this Teferi, I guess. Underdog number 2. Alright, so bring us back. Attack Teferi, I guess.
Guess you're not joking around.
Draw a card off the Underdog's good. It's funny. This card hasn't seen play in like so long. It's fine. It's a good card. Not like go for the throat. No. Oops, I'll go for the throats. That's harder now, at least. Waterfront District. Invasion of Amonkhet. That's pretty good. I guess I want to unearth this though. Let's kind of Wandering Emperor. Let's finish this thing off. Let's go overthrow this. Flashes back. Both attack this. Guarantee this dies.
Ah, our hero returns.
Okay. Wandering Emperor.
You'll have to try again.
Post-combat one. Sure, whatever, same thing.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
They exiled the
What you
one
get for hurting my
that was unearthed, not the one that was in play, and they want to lock. Okay, so they wanted to get that, get that one gone forever, and then lock down this one. Sure. I mean, like, I cannot believe we're in this game. They have one card left.
to teach you.
Like, how are we even in this game? We drew all three go for the throats, like farewell, sure. Odawara. Play Flesh Gorger.
We have technology.
They have no cards in hand. They have a Wandering Emperor. We have Odawara for a lockdown. Stuff like that, too. They're going to crack the district, sure. This just looks sort of like a Esper control cards that I own kind of deck.
Keep watch for intruders.
Let's show these scrapheads what real tech can do.
Real tech has been called. A real tech elitist over here. Alright, I mean, this is like fine. We get to Odawara and go for the throat. Sure. You guys got Menace anyway, so. Oh, attack with both. Yeah. They proliferated onto everything too. That's gross. Alright, Odawara this. We gotta kill Kaido, I think. Okay. Kaido's a real tech bro, yeah.
Whatever.
Trying to get you to buy that crypto stuff. It's not good. Make a token.
Guards.
We have She-Old Red. It's fun. I kind of want to really go for the throat, honestly. It's just pretty amusing, but we attack with this. They block with both. That's not very good. It's a bad trade. So it's my shoulder to go, I guess. Make a token. Alright. I would say we're like maybe a slight dog here. Put them at 19. I'm not sure, honestly. I prefer a dog or a favorite. I could put lamb maybe. I have 2 flesh quarters and 7 drops. Gonna cash in the Emperor for a 3rd token and say go. We don't really have any attacks, unfortunately. Just gotta say go, I think. Shelly has a lot of work to do, obviously. It's a long way to go before we kill them. And, like, we probably... I think if nothing changes, we die to these things before we kill them and shoulder it. So, I need to draw a spell here. I think Cadetsu would be the best spell possible. This deck can play Teferi, honestly. Like, is Teferi a better 5-drop than the other one is? God damn it. Speak of the devil.
For the sake of the future, I will defend. Who's that handsome devil?
Alright, well, we can draw a spell at some point, or we're super dead here. Nice temporary lockdown deck, right? Not looking great. Draw a card, get a 9. Alright.
That is an interesting fact.
Let's draw Invoke Despair, right? Here comes the 4/4 Spirit, which they can draw a card at instant speed, and yeah, that's not good. Alright, just say that's fine, I guess.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, I guess go. This thing's getting pretty big. Yeah, I guess Hidetsu's our best draw. Oh, Versended. Here they come. We're at 6 poison. Oh my god. Maybe we just need to block poisoners, actually. About 7 poison. We're going to take 11 damage. We're gaining life on this thing, but we're just like dead, I think. Yeah. Tough game, obviously. We almost came back. We were like way, way behind early. Like super far behind. And we almost came back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm home.
I mean, not dead yet.
We greet our enemies.
We go to 3 and 7 poison. Let me draw that. Alright, whatever. You got me. Fine. Alright, fine. Whatever. You got me. Alright, so we're going to bring in Razor Lash, Insight, Duresses, Strokes, Spell Pierces. We're going to cut down, I guess go for the throat, honestly. Take out the Hidetsus and the Shieldreds because they're playing. Same board as last time, I think. I almost wouldn't mind a go for the throat or two, honestly. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. What's up, folks? You're sitting in. Welcome. My name is Jim. Pro Magic player, full-time content creator, playing some Standard today, post-ban Standard. Playing a little Explorer later also. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good time today on this fabulous Wednesday. My last day before vacation. GNR Machine says, silly question, explain the value of Razor Lash. It is a creature. In a matchup like this, it's very important to have cheaper cards because you want to get on the board before they get their things going. And it also recurs against decks like this that have a bunch of non-basic lands. So it's just a recursive crit. Very, very good. If you can't exile it, he's coming back. It's super great. On the play. Well, there he is, but not quite anything else. Mulligan. I mean, it's a pretty good hand. We keep this. On 6. That's a Marsh, not a Darkslick Shores. A little painy. No pain, no gain. They have a 2-lander with no black. Make disappear. Insight, Lockdown. Go for the throat, Deluge. This hand's terrible. Alright. I'll take the Lockdown, I guess. Sleepy Underdog, so. GNR, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome. And they need to draw a land, or their hand's not functional. They play Underdog. These Shredders have been kind of bad, honestly. Without Consider, I think Shredder's not very good. If you don't play 4 Consider, then sure, but. Alright, that's the one we knew about. We have a Spell Pierce. We could Shredder and then Spell Pierce it through the Make Spear. I don't know if that's great. Maybe it's more power to play, obviously. Oh, we're just saying go. Yeah, just say go. We play a Skybridge Tower if you draw a Phyrexian Flush. Now I wish I played the Shredder last turn, unfortunately. Alright, so now you have double white. I mean, if you're on a lockdown, it'd be pretty bad for us. We go Shredder, Spell Piercer, make disappear, and they lock down us. I'm just gonna guess. I should guess last turn, I think, honestly. I could just, like, not. Anyway, let's just do this, actually. This is fine. Let's just, like, get their make disappear, hold on to our Spell Pierce. We draw a land, we can Flesh Cord or Spell Pierce up, which is phenomenal, so. Draw the black, which is a little awkward. We draw tap lands! Now they have Deluge. No, they're going to go for the throat, the Underdog. Sure. That's fine. Flesh Gorger. Sig up. It's untapper. I'm pretty happy. Siphon Insight. They snap a card off real fast. Draw Marsh. So you can Underdog with a Spell Pierce up here. Kind of like that. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Underdog. Underdog. Sick. Alright, so 18 to 8. Draw a card. 2 counter spells in hand. Trespasser's also great. Instead of Insight again. This is fine. Hold Spell Pierce. I do love Spell Pierce too. Yeah, I think he was like a little leaner maybe. I don't know. Alright. Big turn for them. We get to untap here. I think this game is over. Play Wandering, or not, play the other Emperor. Boonbringer Valkyrie? Freaking Baneslayer Angel? Alright. That's shitty. We have Menace, obviously, but that's pretty bad for us. Let's exile a Shredder. And attack with miss. We just lose now? I mean, not really. Like, I think the band side's winning by itself. Like, they attack for 5, we attack back for 9, you know? Like, they're presently DOB. Main phase memory deluge. Sure. Yes, they're currently dead on board. We have 369. 2 cards. The land was excellent too. So I have lethal with double counterspell. They just have actual nothing. They didn't have anything. Wait, you didn't even. Wait, you didn't.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
All right, so we have counterspells for Baneslayer and 2 soul transfers. I would say we don't need to bring in Go for the Throat. I think we're fine, honestly. Yeah, I think we're good here. We have Otawara too. We also have the insight to get their removal spells too. I think we're fine here. I think we're good. Life's good. Opponent snap mulligans. We're gonna keep. We're playing Hidetsu the Fairway, correct. Just a 5/4 flyer for 5. Brainstorms, Death Trigger. It's all fair. Duress me, or just cast some spell I can Spell Pierce. Anything. Shredder. Sure. Yeah, Shredder doesn't seem very good in this deck. I think you could make it good in this deck, but I don't think it's being built. There's only 2 of them. Like, I'd almost rather main deck 2 copies of oh wow, they Revelry and then no land. No land. Aww. Poor opponent. Just Trespasser here is fine. Fairy Mastermind. That card's pretty gas actually. I'm a huge fan of that card. I could buy that maybe. Card's great. Going tonight. Shipwreck Marsh. I think this game's pretty over, honestly. We should have triple counterspell and a good threat base. Plays well with Duress too, so like, I don't agree you need to be totally proactive to play Shredder, but you should play enough cheap spells to keep triggering it over and over and over again. Alright, so let's attack here. Play land. We could play Shoulder with a Spell Pierce backup. Yeah, I like that, actually. Just jam Shoulder here with the Spell Pierce up. If they go to counter it, I think we just allow it, honestly. I guess there's like no proactive card they can play this turn, right? I would just say go. They have no proactive play here. Void Rend. That's bad for a bunch of reasons. Okay. So we cannot Spell Pierce this and also breaks the ward. It's kind of gross. Sure. That definitely swings things a little bit. I mean, play Shoulder there, I think it's actually better because we keep our threat in play, you know? Alright, attack for... Play Shoulder. Move to combat. Another Void Rend. Siphon Insight targeting me. If I Spell Pierce here, I get to Connive also. Just like a little appealing, but I think it's fun. You also get the Fairy Mastermind plus Shielded synergy. You like force them to draw, which is kind of cool and kind of fun. Oh no. Oh no. Spell Piercing or Wrath of God is something fierce.
Game.
Something fierce. Woo. It rhymes with Spell Pierce. It's just out. It's up. It rhymes with Spell Pierce. Something fierce. Alright, on the play. Sure. Yeah, I think I don't. We'll discuss the deck. I think that the conceptually this deck seems pretty good. I think empirically, like on paper, like the actual cards in the deck could be tweaked a little bit for sure. But I think there's two ways you can go. You can go like Ledger Shredder style, or you can go like something else style. But we'll see. Are there any other flash threats in blue in Dimir besides Fairy Mastermind? All right, so Dark Slick Shores, Dreamroot Cascade. That's fun. Underdog's back. 2 Flying Soldier. Doesn't do much for us. Urtai and Special Adversary. Those are both pretty weak cards, unfortunately. Urtai's okay, but... Alright, attack for 3. We got blue-green something here. No idea what my opponent's doing. Just gonna jam my cards on curve. Essence Capture. Wow. That is wow.
Wow.
Alright, so I'm just gonna attack again. Essence Capture. Ask for flash, didn't specify good. So Underdog with Make Spear up, and then a 5-drop next turn too. Essence Capture again. Sure. Obviously don't mind this card in the graveyard. Want to leave it Make Spear because I don't know what the hell they're doing over here. Scary though. Or not scary. That's also true. Attack for 3. Should play Flesh Gorger with a Make Spear up as backup. One Flesh Gorger. They're in a Serum Snare and bounce my Tenacious Underdog in response. Very peculiar play. Because then I just recast it. Could have end-stepped it? I don't know what's going on, folks. I don't know what's happening. I don't play the games for my opponent. I just play the games for myself. I don't know what's happening.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
But I like the bands. Oh, they're an Ivy deck. Okay, now it all makes sense. Like the bands, all my thoughts were in the band talk and video. Talked a lot about it. I think I have some disagreements, but all right, we're gonna jam. Let's play this. You. I think Atraxa and Rafine should have been banned probably. Maybe Rafine's okay. I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out. But here is Hidetsu and Kari. Rainstorm. Put back land Hidetsu. Let me hold this. No, I don't play Underdog, so. I think they're just dead. So. Alright, so they're like an Ivy deck. It's interesting. We're going to bring in our Duresses, our Cut Down. We're going to cut all the expensive stuff. Just try and kill them. I think Spell Pierce plays here too, honestly. And we shave... I'd say Invasion Omic's not very good here. They're like just doing really cheap stuff. I just want these Rachel Ashes too. Maybe shave like a Sheoldred. And shave like these soul transfers, which are really slow and crappy. Trying to be as lean as possible because probably playing protection spells and stuff, so. Try any Monastery Mentor decks? I have not. I don't think that card has the velocity necessary to be good in Standard. I could be wrong, obviously, but. Bottom mulligans, we're going to keep. I mean, a little light, but. This is my brew? Nah, this is a deck that I found at 5 League on Magic Online. Trying out a whole bunch of different decks and seeing what looks good. And I like the concept of the deck a lot. So they have a Rot Priest, an Ivy, and a Safekeeping. Okay. So yeah, this is the Rot Priest deck. It's an interesting little brewski that was popular for a while before things got rough. I mean, turn 2 Ivy is their play, right? That's what they want to do. Alright, I mean, they draw well here, we're going to die, so... Cut Down is a good draw. Unfortunately, we can't cut down and play something else. I'm going to attack. Let's start there. I think I'm going to play a Creature of a Stern. I'm not going to waste my entire turn on Cut Down, so... I'll just play Flesh Gorger and see what happens. Okay. And then now I have another threat and an interactive spell too, so. Alright, you got me. Axe the Raid, appreciate that, thanks so much. Oh, Spell Pierce is a great draw. Is it though? That's pretty good. Let's attack. So you can fight through a protection spell. Let's attack. Play Trespasser. I mean, should we go here with Cut Down and Spell Pierce up? I think they were repping the Tyvar stand last turn, which would be 3 mana total. Okay. Running Glistening Deluge? Yeah, maybe, honestly. Maybe. That might have been right. Alright, I mean, we just freaking jam here, so all their blocks are terrible. We want them to act first, and we want to respond to them. We don't want to go first and have them respond to us, so... Usually the first to act loses here, so... It's typical in Magic. Like, they Tyvar stand, we cut down, they protection spell, we spell pierce. If we go kill spell, they Tyvar stand, we spell pierce, they protection spell, we get blown out, so... Tyvar stand, as predicted.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
So we're going to, let's see, our spell cast, or it's only one signature. Ivy, Obvious spell, Ivy targets Ivy. So we're going to cut down Ivy. And then spell pierce the Tyvar stand. And I can go to 1 here, I guess, if they're feeling it. Is there a... Oh, okay, never mind. So where we die next turn, they go to 1, untap, and kill us. It's probably, like, possible, right? I mean, not likely, but... Alright, pretty successful set there, honestly. I went 3-0. Let's hop on over to untap.gg, as always, and take a little look at our stats. What do we get here? We got a flow of knowledge. Lucky us. Untap.gg. Track all your games just like this. Use my link in chat, please, or in the description. Untapped. Please use my link. They sponsor me. And I like a lot of the things happening here. Obviously, cut down and go for the throat are great. Make Spears great. Underdog, Trespasser, Shieldred, and Flesh Gorger are all quite good. I'm not exactly sure about the Hidetsu, the Invasion, the Soul Transfer. I agree with the comment that someone said that the new Soul Shatter from Aftermath probably strictly better than this card. There's no artifacts in this deck, obviously. I think that you could build this deck with Shredder or without Shredder. But I think playing 2 Shredder is like the worst of both worlds. Either you don't play it or you play it and build your deck around it. I think playing 2 is just like pretty bad. They're obviously looking for another 2-drop here. I think honestly just playing the Razor Lashes might be fine, but we'll see what other options there are too. I think that the Fairy Mastermind's a cool idea as well. We're going to work on this, I think. Definitely an interesting little brewski here, and played very well. Went 3-0, and looked pretty good. So, YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe, stream folks. Don't go nowhere. We're going to keep playing more stuff, and we're going to rock and roll.